Personality is kind of a tricky thing, right? Everything that you know about yourself is someone else's opinion or at least your opinion. So there is no objective way for us to understand ourselves and see whether we are really like this or not. Welcome to Absolutely Right, the very first graphology based podcast show in India. My name is Aditi Surana. I'm a graphologist, a high performance coach, and an anti anxiety expert. Now, every single time you are confronted with the situation where you have given an excuse, you know what it means. You know how challenging the situation was, and you had no other choice but to come up with that reason because otherwise something else would have gone wrong. Somebody would have really got pissed. Something would have gone off. Instead of taking responsibility for that, you chose to give an excuse. Now, white lies are very different than somebody who's a chronic liar. Similarly, white excuses are kind of excused. When it comes to real excuses, people actually deny their responsibility and try to push whatever they're supposed to do on someone else's shoulder. And this is where excuses becomes really, really difficult and, create all the other issues. It affects your performance. You do not go and work out the way you think you should, and you do not do the things that are required for your body and for your mind and for your financial success. So when it comes to excuses, I want to use graphological assessment or handwriting analysis to know whether excuses is your problem or not. Now, there are 4 reasons why people use excuses. First one, habit. Yes, if you find a lowercase letter t with the horizontal line that caves inside, a concave horizontal line that comes down and then goes up, then the writer has a habit of giving excuses. Isn't it easier to give an excuse than dealing with the problem or the consequences or do the hard work? So they just try to find an easy way to get out of the conflict. Second one, laziness. If the lowercase letter a or o is horizontally stretched like an oval, like an egg that is sleeping or a bean bag on the floor, then that shows laziness for the writer. Now, if the writer is lazy, then they do not want to put in the extra efforts that this commitment requires. So they try and avoid it by just being lazy. Point number 3, perfectionism, which is found in the letter M, where the second hump is taller than the first one. Anybody who writes like that fears failure. They do not want to be embarrassed. So they want to write the best-selling book, and if they do not have a method, a formula, a guaranteed formula to achieve that, then they give excuses and do not start the project at all. Because if they start the project, then they may fail, they may fall. But if they do not start it, they can always say that, I wasn't ready and that's why I could not get there. So giving excuses avoids the possibility of failing, the embarrassment of failing in front of other people. Now you may ask, if all these 3 traits talk about excuses, can I change these 3 letters to solve the problem? I wish if it would have been that easy. We can use handwriting as therapy, but it has to be done in a specific manner and it has to be repeated over and over again after studying other parts of your personality. If you want to know more about it, all the details of our customized modules are available on the website aditisurana.com. Now, the 4th reason why people give excuses is when they are absolutely uninterested in doing things that they're supposed to do. They do not want to get married to the person they're supposed to marry. They don't want to do the job that they are doing. They do not care about the career. They do not want to earn money doing things that they do. In all these cases, giving excuses is an indicator to know that your heart is not in the same place where your mind is forcing it to be. So please evaluate the situation. But right now, if you want to deal with this problem, we can use the grapho journaling technique. It's a 3-step process. I'm going to give you a question that will help you look at things and in a way question your own behavior. Step 2 is where you will do 1 page of Kama Sutra S-stroke practice, and step 3 is where you will be using the handwritten journaling style to respond to the question that I ask. So think about a few areas where you use excuses to just avoid the problem, the discomfort, the challenges that it brings. You want to work out, you want to create that body, but it takes too much of effort and you don't think you're up for it. Let's look at how grapho journaling method can help us go beyond this problem, solve this problem at a root level. Today's journaling question is, when I use dash excuse, what form of discomfort am I avoiding here? Now we have these emotional, social, financial discomforts that we are not even aware of. So when you ask this question, instead of just giving reasons and pushing things on tomorrow, you'll start looking at it as a challenge, and either you accept that discomfort and say, okay, I will look at it when I'm comfortable, or do something to learn the skill. When you do the skill development, the problem of excuses disappears over a period of time. I can tell you one thing for sure, because my career as a graphologist is based on my passion. Every single day, no matter how difficult or challenging things become, the process by itself is rewarding. It doesn't matter how challenging it becomes, but the pain of staying away from this work and not hanging with graphology as a subject or handwriting strokes in that sense is way more excruciating than going through the pain of doing the work. This reminds me of a line from Anais Nin's poem. She says, "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." I hope this happens to you. You fall in love with the work that you do, the relationship that you are in so much that staying away from it will become more painful one day. And if that happens, giving excuses won't be an option whatsoever. On that note, I'm going to leave you with today's journaling question. If you fell for graphology as much as I did, then you can join our graphology masterclass where I talk about 20 different factors of graphology that can help you analyze anybody under the sun. If you want me to analyze your handwriting or give you feedback or coach you as a high performance coach or your organization, you can check out my website aditisurana.com. And lastly, if you've fallen in love with this beautiful Kama Sutra S-stroke practice, and if you want to get it checked whether you're doing it correct or not, you can tag my Instagram handle at aditisurana and my team members will give you feedback on your progress or how well you're doing. On that note, I'm going to say make sure that you do the journaling in a physical format. Use handwriting. The method becomes super effective. If you have a friend or family member who struggles with giving excuses, then make sure that you share this episode with them. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to know more updates about Absolutely Right podcast and all the work that we do. I'll see you on Wednesday. Till then, happy writing.